The Rambam tells us that in addition to believing in the times of Mashiach, we also need to believe that there's going to be a King Mashiach that is going to take us out of Galus and usher in that amazing time. King Mashiach is a human being. It's not an angel, it's not a malach, and it's not Hashem. A human being is Mashiach, and he's going to take us out of Galus. Since the day of the Churban Beis HaMikdash, until today, there has always been a human being that was capable of being Mashiach, in case the generation will merit, and Mashiach needs to come in their time, there is someone, a human being, that is ready to bring in that era. Who would that human being be? The human being would be the Nasi Hadar, the leader of the generation. Now, the leader of the generation doesn't necessarily mean that he's a recognized leader, because when we say leader, we don't necessarily mean someone that clearly leads. A leader in Yiddishkeit means a special neshama. A neshama klalis. A general and inclusive neshama. Which means that there are individual neshamas of a generation, and the leader of that generation, or the head of the generation, is someone that has a very unique neshama, which includes inside of him all of the neshamas of his generation, all of the sheep of his flock. Throughout the generations, people have tried to identify who is that Nasi Hadar. It wasn't always so clear. Some generations it was clear, like Moshe and Mordechai. Some generations it was less clear. And the people of the generation would try to identify who is that special human being who can theoretically take us out of Galus. For example, in the Gemara, we have different groups of students that felt that their teacher was Mashiach. There were 4 people identified then, and they are the name Menachem, Shilai, Yanai, and Chanina. Their students felt that their teachers were Mashiach, which actually is a Rasha Teves Mashiach. Menachem, Shilai, Yanai, Chanina is the Rasha Teves Mashiach. And after that, in different generations, the people have felt and identified a certain human being. Our Rebbe, for example, more than once would say that his Rebbe, the Frierdiker Rebbe, was Mashiach, and he would bring proofs from different verses that prove that the name of the Frierdiker Rebbe was the name of Mashiach for that generation. Now, why is it so important to know that Mashiach is a human being? The answer is, if you understand what the times of Mashiach is all about, then it will be clear why it's so important to understand that Mashiach is a human and not an angel, for example. We already explained that the times of Mashiach is the time when our world, which on its own is the furthest thing from being a home for Hashem, will become a home for Hashem. Every aspect and every detail of our world will become a place where Hashem feels comfortable. In order to make that happen, you need a human being. A human being, by nature, has 2 sides. He has his physical body, which often has drives to the physical, and he has a neshama, a soul. A human being that makes his own body a perfect home for Hashem, there's one human being like that in every generation. In other words, he brought Geula into his own personal life. He can then bring Geula into the world at large. Make the entire world a home for Hashem. May we be Zeicha to all see the fulfillment of this, to see Melech HaMoshiach, and to see the times of Mashiach, B'mheira v'yameinu, now.